I'll be honest, this episode was a little bit boring, but it's okay. Not everyone can give 110% in the writer's room 24/7. Not every day is gonna be your day. We all slack sometimes. But let's pick up the pace in the next episode because I feel like the plots in this episode will probably run into next episode. So please, let's put in a little bit more juice. I've come for a mess and the college aesthetic, not peace. Okay, so let's get into the plot. Aaron, he basically gets the opportunity to teach a class. Doesn't go well. He ends up topless because while he was teaching Malcolm X, this girl made fun of his sweater vest and then he took it off to have a white shirt and then he took off the white shirt to just be naked. And it was just like, okay, like how did we get here? Because if we really look into the severity of the situation, is it that deep? Her even making an Instagram page, I feel like it wasn't giving what they thought it was gonna give. She just looked weird. What do you mean you made an Instagram page in dedication to my sweater vest? Are you Gossip Girl? No one is following your account, let's be honest. No one is following that account, so why would I be pressed? You got no likes, no comments. Like, what do you want me to do? I feel like it would have just made more sense to clown him, like proper clown him. Because this guy has a whole rat tail. You're moving like you don't have ammunition to cuss Aaron out. A little extension hanging from the back of his head, and you want me to take him serious. But it's the sweater vest that's the problem, not his dangalang behind his head. Okay, okay, I'll just let you have that, you know? But yeah, because he, stripped naked in class, now he's teaching night school. And I feel like they might be planning to introduce these new students to us, but at the end of the day, I don't really care. And then we get to Zoe's plot. Zoe, she's at her internship, she's drawing a jacket, her designer steals her words and her jacket idea. Zoe decides not to call her out. This situation is very common in the fashion industry from what I've seen. Like, I'm not in the industry, but what I see of, designers getting their stuff stolen by bigger companies and bigger designers, bigger names, it's like, oh, right, like this happens quite often. But yeah, overall, I'm glad she didn't speak up because this is her graduation. Like, if she doesn't graduate, then we're stuck with her for another year. This is very long. Let's wrap it up. Like, you can still expose her in the future, like once you get your degree. Like, once you haven't fumbled your education, you can come back to this and be like, yeah, this bitch is terrible, she did this, she did that, da 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 da, you know what I mean? Like, it's just all about timing, because let's not jeopardize the degree. Like, of course I'm glad she didn't speak up, but at the same time I do not agree with the reason that she chose not to speak up. That whole idea of, oh, she's a black designer, I wouldn't want to bring her down and stuff like that. She's had a hard time getting to where she is just because you saw her in pictures with white people. In my mind, I'm thinking, Zoe, people deserve their consequences regardless of their color. I understand, that whole sympathy of, oh, like people just have it hard and stuff like that. Please, she's at the top of her game. This reminds me of the designer Vigil. He runs, I think, Off White. So many people, so many designers have come out saying that, oh, he stole from me, he stole my design, he invited me to come look at my stuff and da da da. Thought we were gonna collab, thought we were gonna work together, but then he just ended up stealing my design, word for word, bar for bar. And in my mind, I'm thinking, raw, like people are gonna look at that and be like, oh, why are we bringing black people down and stuff like that? No, leave it out. Let's not act like we're on the same playing field. This person has gotten to the top, whether they've had to struggle because they're black or not. They've gotten to the top, now they're at the top. They have power. They're now choosing to make it harder for smaller fashion designers in order for them to maintain whatever success they have. Instead of them to like change the playing field, make it easier so other people don't have to struggle the way they did, they're making it even harder for smaller people to get up to the top. Like, as soon as Zoe graduates, she should drag this woman for filth. But obviously, Luca has already done that. He's two steps ahead. He's now exposed the woman, made that tweet. And I understand, people are going to probably be like, oh, like he's jeopardizing her degree and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand. But at the same time, Luca is also in the fashion industry. He probably feels disrespected on Zoe's behalf. Like, he's just trying to be a good friend, but at the end of the day, like, he's probably seen it happen multiple times. And now because it's happening to someone that he's so close to, it's more of a like he's now enraged. Because I'm not gonna lie, if that happened to my friend, I would be on Twitter cussing their mother. No, I'm not even sorry. Like, huh? What do you mean? You're copying and pasting my friend's work? Allow it. You must be out of your fucking mind. And then our last plot is with Jazz. She finally decides to take therapy seriously. And I hope we take a deep dive into that. Not because, we need to educate about therapy and stuff like that, normalize it. Nah, I don't care. I want them to deep dive into it because I feel like whatever Jazz needs to hear, I need to hear it as well. But I want to hear it for free because therapy is kind of expensive right now. But yeah, that's the end of the review. Thanks for listening.